Now, your KSBW weather forecast with meteorologist Gina DeVecchio.
Well, take a look at this. We're actually seeing a little pink in the sky out there. Here's the view from Embassy Suites, Monterey, where you can see looking over the Monterey Peninsula, looking like a nice sunset there. Our camera is not really able to show that full view though, so if you snap a picture, send it my way. You know I love to see those sunsets. Also love to see some rainfall. We'll talk about that in a minute. High temperatures for today, really nice and fall-like throughout much of today. Upper 60s to near 70 up in the Santa Cruz Mountains, 72 for Boulder Creek, 68 in Santa Cruz, 66 Capitola as well as Aptos, and lots of 60s. 60 degrees Moss Landing, one of our cooler spots, near 80 for Gilroy, so one of our warmest spots, but still pretty comfortable. More comfortable than what we've been seeing with all of that heat. Salinas Valley seeing those 70s as well, mid upper 70s, 66 for Salinas, and mid to low 60s around the Monterey Peninsula. So sure feeling like fall, a little breeze, that cloud cover kind of looked like it was going to rain for much of the day. I know I saw a lot of gray clouds out there. And now we're actually seeing and receiving a little bit of that rainfall. Now, radar, very difficult to see what this actually picks up on. So that's why I rely on you and many of you delivered by emailing me and Facebooking and texting and letting me know it's actually raining in Santa Cruz, and not just a little sprinkle, some of you have said, actually some large drops now, few and far between, so it's not raining, it's not pouring, but light rain in some areas, very quick, moving out of there, and then we're watching this next little batch that's gonna come through. So not much, but exciting to see a little bit of that rainfall. Much of the day, though, it's been very dry at the surface. You can see some of those darker shades returning, showing a little more of that moisture. And so we're actually seeing a few of those showers. Some showers up towards the north as well. And we're all seeing some breezy conditions with this frontal passage. So the cool air and a little bit of a breeze right now, mainly around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Temperatures, though, in the 50s to 60s. So getting a little cool for this evening. 59 degrees in Watsonville, 61 Hollister and Monterey. Still some mid 60s for the Santa Cruz Mountains and the Salinas Valley, but temperatures are a little cooler in some areas like Gilroy, seeing that cooling trend across the state, especially up north. So Redding, Sacramento in the 70s, getting a little cooler up there, like Tahoe 55. And 56 for Eureka right now. Tomorrow, very similar temperatures to where we are right now. This keeps happening as we start to cool down. And tomorrow's going to be another cool one. Temperatures in the mid 60s across the central coast, thanks to that cold air settling into place behind this front. Now the front, as much as it only brought a few sprinkles, and I know that's not for a majority of our area, so what many of us had from this is just that cloud cover and the cool air. So here you can see that. Ooh, it just makes me feel like fall, maybe like going by the fireplace, finding ways to stay warm. Now, of course, it's California, so it's not going to be too cool, but at least a little chill in the air. Temperatures rebound a bit for the weekend before the next system comes early next week, and that one could bring us cooler temperatures as well. But what about the rain? Well, little bit of showers, just a few hundredths picked up. Mainly that was around the Chico area, saw a few hundredths, and south, so that's by the Dixie Fire. That's good, but we need a soaking rain. However, not looking likely with any of these. We have chances similar to what we just saw, a few sprinkles here or there, some snow possible up in the Sierra, especially around Yosemite for Friday, and then clearing out just in time for the weekend. So it looks like we could be seeing these little chances of rain, but nothing too promising. 50s to 40s for tonight, so a little chill in the air once again. Temperatures starting off cool to start tomorrow, and then by the afternoon, a few degrees cooler in some areas. I'm talking about just a couple of degrees. So we have been seeing temperatures over the last few days starting to cool down, and now we're going to be noticeably cooler than where we started off the week. And I know a lot of you that work outside appreciate that. Those of you that wanted our chance of summer, it's really behind us. So, you know, had a couple of days now. The focus is the rain, and things are looking better. Not great, nothing promising yet, but as we get into mid-October, we're really starting to see that change in the weather pattern.
Which is always good news. And if we can even get a few raindrops in mid-October, at least get a head start on the
will.
season.
We've had quite a tease the last 3 years. I know this because Lee goes out of town and leaves me, you know, pretty much in charge. And there's always been this little hint of an October rainfall. Has it actually happened? For the last 3 years, in which month did the Central Coast get its first soaking rain? October, November, or December?
I think it's November.
You are right. October.
October is.
If we've had
really
anything,
iffy.
it's been a few hundredths, not widespread. But November, the last 3, actually 4 years, we've had some decent rainfall.
Well, let's hope for decent rainfall in October.
Yes,
We'll hope for
there's
it
a
early.
chance.
All right. Thank you, Gina.